It's Marvina, and I'm going over the influences of the year of the fire horse and according to the Chinese horoscope and the flying stars. There are 9 different stars. 4 of them are sort of not so auspicious, and then the other 5 are considered to be auspicious. So we are currently in a period 9 year, and the period goes through a 20-year cycle, and we are 2 years into that 20-year cycle. So in the period 9 year, the lucky stars are the 9, which is one of the luckiest. It's considered a tiny star. And the 1, that is also a very auspicious star, also a tiny star. The 8 star is also auspicious, the 6 and the 4. So those are the most auspicious stars according to the flying star Feng Shui. So where these stars are positioned for the entire year in the Bagua, and that kind of overlays your home, your office, your bedroom, and your living room, and it affects you according to your birth date. So according to your birth date, you are assigned 4 lucky directions along with a personal number. And that personal number is known as your PIN number, or your personal energy number. And you have those 4 lucky directions, and they're going to make a difference to you in your living room, your bedroom, and your home office if you have one. And if not, if you have a workspace, then that is going to affect you as well. So you always want to position yourself according to your lucky directions. So we're going to start with the center. So in the center of our home, even though the center of the house is not any one person's lucky direction, it affects everybody. So you always want to keep the center of your living room just clean and the energy really nice and very focused towards your goals, for either your personal goals for the year or the goals of your family overall for the entire year, or your business, whichever the case may be. So in the center, we have a very lucky star this year. It's a tiny star. It's the number 1, and it's also known as an abundant star. So the center of our house is going to be particularly auspicious, and it'll be a good place to hang out for your family. And coming into the southeast quadrant of our home or our office, we have another very lucky star, the number 9, also known as a fame and fortune star. Depending on where you are in the Bakwa, like which one of the directions of the 4 are your lucky directions, it determines if this star is going to impact you. But the southeast is going to be a lucky area to hang out in if that is one of your 4 lucky directions. And there are some things that we can do to enhance the luck energy, especially if the southeast is one of your, like a career direction, then that might be a good place to put some images of things that you would like to accomplish this year in your career or your creativity arena. So for instance, if art is a passion and you want to work more on your artistic development, this would be a good place to put a symbol that represents art to you. And there's some other colors and even sacred geometry and elements that can be particularly activating for those as well. If you're interested, message me and I'll see if I can give you more information and videos about that. In the south is not a very lucky direction, and it has the flying star number 5 coming into it, and this is known as a disaster star. If it's one of your lucky directions, you definitely want to take some steps to kind of cure that area. If it's not one of your lucky directions, then it shouldn't impact you. In the southwest, we have another unfortunate star. It's the 7, also known as the violent star. So if the southwest is one of your lucky directions, then it would be a good idea to take some steps to kind of make up for the negative influence, negative astrological influence there. In the west, we have the flying star 3, which is known as a conflict star. If that is your relationship direction, then you want to be very careful with all of your relationships and all of your correspondences, and just make sure that you're clear about your intention and your goals with the different relationships that are important to you. And then that will help to offset the negativity of that conflict star. Now in the northwest, we have the number 2 star, which is known as an illness star. And so particularly if the northwest is your health direction. So we have a health direction, we have a career and success and creativity direction, we have a wisdom direction, and we have a relationship direction. And everybody has 4 of those according to when you were born. And if you don't know that information, let me know, and I will see if I can figure that out for you. And for instance, if your northwest is your health direction, and you know you have an illness star on that area for the entire year, then you want to double down on how you take care of yourself, making sure that you're really working those the right life, right actions, right thoughts, and just eating as best you can, drinking clean water, eating clean, high vibrational foods, and being super mindful about the thoughts that you're running regarding your health and any vulnerability, and just really double down on taking care of yourself. And that will help to offset the negativity of that illness star. Now in the north, we have a lucky star. It's the number 6, and it is also known as the prosperity star. So if you have the 6 and it's in your career direction especially, that means that this is going to be a year for possible promotions and just opportunities to advance your creativity and your career accordingly. So it's a very lucky star. But you know what? Just because you have a lucky star in one of your 4 major directions doesn't mean that we can just like coast through the year. We still need to be mindful about intending our energy and setting our goals and running our thoughts accordingly, so that we are creating with intention rather than just by default. In the northeast, we have another lucky star, the number 4. It's known as a relationship star, and this just means that there's sort of like helpful people behind the scenes, like maybe our angels, our guides, and our teachers are kind of positioned that our ego personality can really interact with them, and we can hear them and recognize the angels behind the scene kind of offering ideas and insight about how we can make best use of our opportunities while we're here. In the east, we have a long-term money star, the number 8. It's one of my favorite stars, and I just feel like it's kind of a foundational star. It's an opportunity to create long-term foundations for abundance, for prosperity, for success in the arenas of life that are important to us. So yeah, one of the things that you can do to make use of the lucky stars and to kind of squelch some of the negativity from the unlucky stars is to participate in regular clearing. And I do offer my new moon clearing every single month, and I change up the clearings and the activations every month so that we can kind of go through the gamut of the different things that might be blocking your ability to prosper and to thrive and to connect to your own higher guidance system. And a lot of times when we have negative implants or seals or tags, it serves to divert our energy. Not to mention if we have negative entities or energies or influences that are blocking our progress. And we are susceptible to those in a lot of different ways, sometimes by our different imprinting, how we have been molded, sculpted, and armored to survive in this lifetime by our teachers, our family, our parents, people that may love us and want the best for us, but sometimes they put limitations on us, not knowing that they are, but they do. And in order for us to make the most of our journey here, we need to regularly clear anything that is blocking our ability to connect clearly with our own highest guidance system and with creation. All right, so now I'm going to go over the 20-year cycle influences. So in the flying star system of Feng Shui, we have 3 stars that fly in to every direction every single month, but they change every month and they change every year. But there are 2 stars that will stay the same for the entire year. So our yearly flying star will stay the same for the entire year, and then the 20-year cycle star will stay the same for the entire year, starting on the Chinese Lunar New Year and wrapping up the following February on the Chinese Lunar New Year. So it doesn't start January 1st, it starts February, usually around between the 7th and the 14th day of February is when we usually have our Lunar New Year for the Chinese. So the 20-year cycle star influences us as well. And in the center this year, we have